Are you aware when negative self-talk occurs? And if you are way ahead of most people because it becomes one of those things that we just continue to do and we are always our harshest critics. First and foremost, as I say, self-awareness is the absolute key. And understanding that if we continue to talk to ourselves like that, we are only going to see things in negative traits. We're going to start, one, thinking like something. We're going to, two, start talking in a negative way. And three, we normally back that up with our behaviors as well. So being able to stop yourself and say, hey, far out, give yourselves a bit of a break right now is a huge bit of self-awareness that we all need to take in. Now, if you are into personal development or you've never looked at it, and most people really don't, if you want a couple of tips on how you can go ahead and look into benefiting in some sort of personal development, there's two really good ways. One is the old book. If you like to read, go and find some decent books on personal development and start to look at things and bring some perspective into your life. Now, I'm not the biggest reader. I actually don't take in too much information. If you're like me, maybe audiobooks is the way forward, where you can just subscribe to something like Audible and you just pay a subscription every single month and you actually get to listen to some personal development books that can really help you out. And the reason I say that is I'm proof in that pudding that I wasn't big on personal development for a very, very long period of my life. But when I did start to hone in on subjects that were of interest of me, especially when I become a dad, it's about being a better parent or a better leader. And then from that, I actually started to develop things within business and then obviously within health and well-being. Hence why I do what I do now. Now, I fully understand that none of my videos are perfect. But if we never start, we're never going to get to as close as we can. And that's one thing that personal development really helped me with. It's about just starting, getting somewhere, buying that first book, buying that first audio book, or talking to that coach, that mentor that's really going to help you get through sort of things. And as I say, when it comes to not being so harsh on yourself, first and foremost, it's about having better perspective on circumstances. Life's been really tough over the last few years for obvious reasons. We need to stop giving ourselves such a hard time, especially if you've got family and people looking and needing you in times of stress. Grab a book, grab an audio book or something like that. Just search up best personal development books and put in the subject that you actually are interested in. It might be fitness, it might be sport, it might be business, it might be family. Just put in Google search, something like that there, and a bunch of personal development books will pop up. A really good book that I would suggest is called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. It's the sort of book that I go back to often. And when I say often, every couple of months, and I might just read one chapter or listen to one chapter on a walk. And that gives me some perspective on stressful situations, or it gives me that right to say, far out, stop being so harsh on yourself. Go ahead, grab something like that there. I hope this really helps. If you've got this far in this video, there's a very high chance that you might actually do that. I hope this did help in some way. Live well. Bye-bye.